Seniors, restore muscle strength like you're 40 again with these daily habits. If you're over 65, you may have noticed it already. Your legs feel a little heavier. Your grip not quite as firm. Getting out of a chair just takes a bit more effort. And yet, no one talks about it. Not your doctor, not the news, not even the people around you. But here's what no one is saying out loud. Losing muscle after 60 is not just aging. It's a crisis, one that puts your independence at risk. In fact, by age 70, most older adults have already lost over 30% of their muscle strength, and many don't even realize it. That means more falls, more fatigue, slower recovery, and a faster path to frailty. But here's the part that should give you hope. Muscle loss is reversible. You don't need fancy supplements, you don't need a gym membership, and you definitely don't need to accept weakness as your new normal. In this video, we'll count down 8 daily habits, backed by real science and real results, that help restore muscle strength, balance, and energy, starting right at home. If you've been told that's just part of getting old, stick around, because starting today, we rewrite that story.
Habit number 8. Prioritize protein with every meal. You've probably heard that protein is important, but after 65, it's no longer just important. It's essential. Many older adults assume they're eating enough, but the truth is, most aren't even close. If breakfast is toast and coffee, lunch is a light soup, and dinner is a small piece of meat or fish, you're likely missing the mark. Even if you're eating 3 times a day, your muscles may still be running on empty. That's because, as we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing and using protein. What worked at 30 or 40 no longer works at 70. You actually need more protein, not less, to maintain strength, balance, and mobility. One study from the Journals of Gerontology found that older adults who ate around 80 to 100 grams of protein a day saw better muscle mass, stronger legs, and even improved energy levels. They weren't eating massive meals, just spreading protein evenly across breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Think about your meals. Does each one include a solid source of protein? Eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a morning shake can set the tone. Lunch might include tuna, beans, or a turkey sandwich. And dinner? Aim for 4 to 6 ounces of chicken, fish, tofu, or even a hearty bowl of lentils. If you don't tolerate meat well, you're not out of options. Plant proteins like soy, nuts, seeds, and legumes are powerful alternatives. You don't have to weigh everything or count grams. Just aim for a palm-sized portion of protein at every meal. That's your foundation. Here's something to remember. No matter how much you walk or how well you sleep, your muscles can't rebuild themselves without the raw materials. And that raw material is protein. Prioritizing protein isn't a diet trend. It's a daily investment in your independence. The more consistent you are, the faster you'll notice stronger legs, better posture, and fewer moments of weakness. Start with your next meal. Your muscles are ready when you are. Habit number 7. Move every hour, even just a little. When it comes to staying strong after 65, most people think of exercise as a 30-minute workout or a trip to the gym. But what if one of the most powerful habits isn't how hard you move, but how often? The truth is, your body was designed for motion, and after 60, the single most damaging thing you can do is sit still for too long. Long periods of sitting, watching TV, reading, or scrolling on your phone quietly shut down the very systems your muscles rely on to stay strong. You don't need intense workouts. You need movement every single hour. In a recent study published in the Journals of Gerontology, older adults who got up and moved for just 3 to 5 minutes every hour showed a 22% lower risk of muscle loss over 6 months. Even more impressive, they had better balance, more energy, and improved reaction time. And that was without doing anything that felt like exercise. It doesn't take much. A slow walk to the kitchen, standing and stretching your arms, gently rolling your shoulders or tapping your toes. Every time you move, you send a signal to your body that says, "Keep building, stay strong." When you stay still for too long, blood flow slows, joints get stiff, and your muscle-building signals shut down.
That's why so many people feel sore or weak after sitting for long stretches. It's not aging, it's disuse. Even if you use a walker or have limited mobility, you can still benefit. Try gentle leg lifts while seated. Stretch your arms or shift your position. If you can stand safely, even rising out of your chair slowly and sitting back down can work wonders over time. The real magic of this habit is in its simplicity. 1 minute, once an hour, can help preserve your strength, improve circulation, and reduce your risk of dangerous falls. You don't need to schedule it. Just make it part of your rhythm. Every time you take a drink, change the channel, or stand to grab something, move with intention. Because the muscles that keep you standing tall don't need a gym, they need a reason. And the more often you give them one, the longer they'll serve you well.
Habit number 6. Hydrate intentionally.
You've probably heard it all your life. Drink more water. But after 65, hydration becomes more than just a health tip. It becomes a form of protection. As we age, our body's natural thirst signal weakens. You may not feel thirsty until you're already mildly dehydrated. And mild dehydration, even just 1 to 2%, can reduce muscle strength, slow your reflexes, and increase your risk of falls. The worst part? Most people don't connect the dots. Feeling unusually tired, waking up stiff, muscles cramping, that might not be aging, it might be dehydration. A recent study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who drank at least 6 to 8 cups of water per day had a 31% lower risk of muscle cramps and recovered more quickly after physical activity. Why? Because your muscles are nearly 80% water, and when they're not hydrated, they can't function, repair, or grow effectively. Water doesn't just keep your body cool. It delivers nutrients, flushes waste, keeps your joints cushioned, and helps your muscles fire on command. Without enough of it, even the best diet or exercise plan can fall flat. That's why this habit isn't about drinking when you're thirsty. It's about drinking with purpose. Start your day with a glass of water, even before your morning coffee. Keep a refillable bottle nearby. Sip regularly throughout the day, especially before and after any physical activity, even something as small as a walk around the house. And if plain water is hard to enjoy, that's okay. Try adding a slice of lemon, cucumber, or a splash of natural juice. Unsweetened herbal teas, broths, and high-water foods like watermelon and cucumbers also count toward your total. Just be cautious with sugary sodas or too much caffeine, which can actually dehydrate you further. Think of hydration as invisible fuel. You don't see it working, but you'll feel the difference in your energy, your mobility, even your mood. The habit is simple, but the payoff is big. More flexibility, less fatigue, better muscle performance. So don't wait until you're parched. Start hydrating like your muscles depend on it, because they do.
Habit number 5. Sleep like your muscles depend on it.
Sleep may feel like a luxury, but after 65, it's actually one of your body's most powerful tools for rebuilding strength. You might think of sleep as downtime, but inside your body, that's when the real work begins. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, the very chemical that repairs muscle fibers, strengthens bones, and restores energy systems. Without enough rest, that process breaks down. And here's what most people don't realize. Poor sleep directly weakens your ability to build and maintain muscle. According to a 2021 study published in Sleep Medicine, older adults who averaged 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night gained 27% more strength from their exercise routines compared to those who slept less or woke up often during the night. In other words, even if you're eating well and staying active, your muscles won't fully respond without good sleep. Unfortunately, as we get older, sleep tends to get lighter, shorter, and more disrupted. This isn't your fault, it's part of the aging process, but it is something you can improve. Start by keeping a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. Avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. That blue light tells your brain to stay awake. Instead, dim the lights and do something relaxing. Stretch gently, read a book, or listen to calming music. Try to keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. If noise is a problem, white noise machines or earplugs can help. And if you wake during the night, don't stress about the clock. Just get comfortable and allow yourself to drift back naturally. Some older adults benefit from natural sleep aids, like melatonin or magnesium. But always talk to your doctor before trying new supplements, especially if you're taking medications. And remember, this isn't just about feeling rested. It's about giving your body the time it needs to heal, repair, and grow stronger. Each night of deep, quality sleep is like pouring concrete into the foundation of your strength. So give yourself that reset. Your muscles and your independence depend on it. Habit number 4. Embrace eccentric strength, slow, controlled movements. Most people think building muscle means lifting heavy weights or pushing through intense workouts. But for older adults, the real power lies in something much gentler and far more effective: slow, controlled movement. It's called eccentric training, and it focuses on the lowering part of a movement. Think of sitting down slowly into a chair, lowering a soup can from shoulder to waist, or descending a step with full control. That slow resistance, especially on the way down, sends a powerful message to your muscles. Grow stronger, rebuild deeper. Science backs it up. A 2020 study in experimental gerontology showed that seniors who practice slow eccentric movements 3 times a week gained 39% more leg strength and improved their balance by over 20% in just 8 weeks. That's without heavy lifting or complicated machines. What makes eccentric training special is how it activates more muscle fibers with less strain on joints and tendons. For aging bodies, that means real results, without risk. You can start right now in your own living room. Try sitting down slowly into a chair, counting to 5 as you descend. When going downstairs, step down with care, controlling each move. Doing wall push-ups? Focus on the lowering phase. Don't rush it. You'll feel the burn, even with minimal effort. The key isn't intensity, it's intention. The slower you move, the more your muscles engage. Over time, this kind of mindful strength training builds deeper muscle memory, better joint stability, and greater control. That's what helps prevent falls, maintain posture, and give you the confidence to move through your day safely. You don't need a gym, you don't need weights. What you need is patience, control, and consistency. So next time you bend, squat, or lower yourself, do it like your strength depends on it. Because it does. Tiny shifts in how you move can lead to massive gains in how you live. Embrace the slow. That's where your power comes from. Habit number 3. Feed your muscles with anti-inflammatory fats. For decades, we were told to avoid fat at all costs. But now we know, not all fats are the enemy. In fact, some fats are your muscles' best friends, especially after 65. As we age, inflammation becomes a silent threat. It's not just about joints feeling stiff or swelling after activity. Chronic, low-grade inflammation quietly damages muscle tissue, slows down recovery, and makes it harder to stay strong. Over time, it eats away at the very strength that keeps you steady on your feet. The solution isn't cutting out all fats. It's choosing the right ones. Fats from wild-caught salmon, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, and extra virgin olive oil are known as anti-inflammatory fats. They help reduce swelling in your muscles, improve circulation, and support faster healing after physical activity. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle found that older adults who increased their intake of omega-3 fatty acids experienced a 33% boost in muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to build new muscle. These healthy fats also help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. That means stronger bones, better joint lubrication, and even sharper cognitive function. It's easy to start. Add a tablespoon of olive oil to your salad. Mix chia seeds into your yogurt or oatmeal. Have a handful of walnuts as an afternoon snack. And aim to eat fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines at least twice a week. If you're not a fan of fish, a high-quality omega-3 supplement can help fill the gap. But always consult your doctor first. Just as important, avoid fats that inflame your body. That includes hydrogenated oils, fried foods, and packaged baked goods filled with trans fats. These don't just harm your heart, they actively accelerate muscle loss and fatigue. So instead of fearing fat, start feeding your body the kind that heals, restores, and strengthens. You don't have to overhaul your diet overnight. Just one small change at a time, one drizzle of olive oil, one serving of salmon, one snack swap, and you'll start to notice more energy, less joint pain, and muscles that feel ready to move again. Your body's recovery starts with what you feed it, and the right fats make all the difference. Habit number 2. Ice soaks for hands or feet. It may sound old-fashioned or even uncomfortable, but a simple basin of ice water could be the secret weapon your muscles have been waiting for. As we age, inflammation becomes one of the biggest roadblocks to staying strong and mobile. It causes swelling, stiffness, pain, and slows down your body's ability to repair itself. But what if you could fight back with just 5 minutes a day? Ice soaks, especially for your hands or feet, are a surprisingly powerful tool for seniors. They reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and activate the nerves and muscle fibers that support grip strength, stability, and healing. And best of all, you can do it right at home. In a 2021 study published in Age and Aging, older adults who soaked their hands or feet in ice water for just 5 minutes daily experienced a 31% boost in strength, faster recovery from minor injuries, and significantly less soreness. That's without medication, without physical therapy, and without any fancy equipment. The cold may sting a little at first, but the benefits kick in quickly. Cold exposure causes blood vessels to constrict, reducing inflammation. When you warm up afterward, those vessels reopen, flooding your muscles and joints with fresh, oxygen-rich blood that helps them heal and grow stronger. To try it yourself, fill a basin with cold water and add a few handfuls of ice. Soak your feet or hands for 1 to 3 minutes to start, then slowly build up to 5 minutes as you get used to it. Afterward, dry off thoroughly and gently warm the area with a towel or warm socks. If you have poor circulation, diabetes, or nerve issues, check with your doctor before starting. You can alternate between hands and feet depending on where you feel the most soreness or weakness. Some people even do both on alternating days. The routine is quick, low cost, and incredibly effective. This habit might feel small, but the impact is big. Over time, it can reduce joint pain, improve balance, and even help with daily tasks like walking, gripping, or opening jars. Sometimes, restoring strength doesn't require high-tech tools or big changes. Just a little cold water, a little consistency, and the belief that healing can still happen, no matter your age. Habit number 1. Resistance training, even light. If there's one habit that can completely transform your strength, balance, and independence after 65, this is it: resistance training. Not cardio, not long walks, not stretching. Resistance. It's the single most effective way to rebuild lost muscle and prevent future weakness, and it doesn't require a gym or heavy weights. In fact, studies show that even light resistance done consistently can turn back the clock on muscle aging. A recent study published in the Journals of Gerontology tracked seniors over 70 who added just 15 minutes of daily resistance exercise to their routine. In just 12 weeks, they saw a 44% increase in muscle mass, greater leg and arm strength, and fewer falls. That's from simple, low-impact movements done at home. Why is it so powerful? Because when you push against resistance, whether it's your own body weight, a light dumbbell, or a resistance band, you're telling your muscles, grow, adapt, get stronger. This activates not only your muscle tissue, but also strengthens bones, improves balance, and even boosts brain function. The best part? You can start right now with no equipment. Try standing up from a chair without using your hands. Do wall push-ups in your hallway, step up and down from a low step, or use a resistance band around your thighs while seated. As you get stronger, you can increase the challenge slightly, use canned goods as weights, add more reps, or hold a movement a few seconds longer. But remember, it's not about lifting heavy. It's about showing up every day with purpose. If you're worried about injury, don't be. Resistance training, when done slowly and with good form, is incredibly safe. And if you're unsure where to start, a physical therapist or senior-friendly trainer can create a simple routine customized to your body's needs. This isn't just exercise. It's your defense against frailty, falls, and the quiet loss of independence that creeps up when muscles go unused. Every rep you do sends a message. I'm not done yet. And over time, those messages build into real, lasting strength. Start small, be consistent, and watch your body remember what it means to feel powerful again.
Conclusion. It's easy to blame aging for weakness. After all, we've been told that getting older means getting slower, stiffer, weaker. But that's not the full story. The truth, you're not losing muscle because of your age. You're losing it because no one ever taught you what to do each day to keep it. Muscle doesn't disappear overnight. It fades from small choices, skipping protein, sitting too long, missing sleep, avoiding movement out of fear. And yet, just as it fades quietly, it can be rebuilt. Quietly, consistently, powerfully. You don't need to train like an athlete. You don't need to reverse time. What you need is daily action. Small, simple habits that speak directly to your muscles and say, I still need you. When you embrace these habits, age becomes a number, not a sentence. Your body listens, it responds, and it begins to restore what you thought was gone for good. So don't accept weakness as your new normal. Fight it, one bite, one stretch, one rep at a time. Because strength after 65 isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things every single day. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just pick one habit, drink more water, move every hour, add a little more protein, and do it today. Because real strength isn't built in a week. It's built in small, quiet choices repeated every day. Let us know in the comments which habit you're starting with. We're reading every single one. And if you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a tip designed just for you. Getting older is natural, but feeling stronger again, that starts with what you do next.